Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're doing well. And I also hope that you saw the previous two lectures on numbers. Well, if you haven't, please go through it once again, or else this would be a bit difficult. So I really suggest please go there. And if you have learned it thoroughly, let's start with numbers part 3. So in this lecture, we're going to do numbers post 100. First number is 100. You already know this. 100 or 100. It is called as neunhundert oder hundert. Oder means or. So 100 is called as hundert. Please mark that 1 is called as eins, but in neunhundert there is no s. Also, you will know this as we go through the video that in numbers post 100 there is no und. Und is and, like we suggested in the previous video. There is no und in these numbers. 200 called as zweihundert. 2 is zwei. Okay? Literally you have to convert it from English to Deutsch. So 200 is 200. Similarly, 300 is 300. Noch einmal, 300 is 300. 400 is called 400. 4 is called fear. Remember that V is pronounced as F in Deutsch. So 400 is called as 400. 500 is 500. Noch einmal 500. 600 is 600. Remember that 6 called 6, but here we are not removing s. So 600 is called as 600. 700 is 700. Noch einmal 700. 800 is called as 800. Noch einmal 800. 900 is called as 900. Noch einmal 900. 1000 or 1000 is called as 1000 oder 1000. So there is a D here at the end, but there is a slight pronunciation for T. So it is called as 1000. Once again, 1000 or 1000. 2000 to 9000 are given on the slide. Please pause the video and go through this once, and I would really suggest that you pronounce it on your own. I would just say it is 2000 is 2000. Next is 10,000. On the screen, if you see, there is a decimal point after 10. It is not a mistake. In German, we put decimal point instead of comma, like in English. So, 10,000 is called as zehntausend. Noch einmal, 10,000 is called as zehntausend. 11 is called as elf. So 11,000 is called as 11,000. 12 to 20,000 are given on the screen. Please pause it and pronounce these loud on your own. Next is 100,000. We literally have to convert it from English to German. So it is 100,000. Einhunderttausend. Okay? There are no gaps in between these words. Please note this thing. Next is 200,000. So 2 is called zwei, 100 is called hundert, and 1000 is called tausend. So 200,000 is zweihunderttausend, and so on. Next is 1 million. It is called as eine Million. We know that 1 is called as eins, but here there is an E at the end. So we have to pronounce it as eine, and million is million. So 1 million is called as eine Million. 2 million is called as zwei Millionen. For plural, en has been added here. Please note this. 2 million is called as zwei Millionen. 100 million is called as 100 Millionen. Noch einmal. 100 Millionen. Note that there is a gap in between these words. Next is 200 million, which means 200 Millionen. 1 billion is called as eine Milliard. Noch einmal. 1 billion is called as eine Milliard. 2 billion is called as 2 Milliarden. En has been added. Noch einmal. 2 Milliarden. Now we come to the exercise bonus questions. Please take pen or paper, and if you can do it mentally, that's alright. But I would really suggest that you write this down so you would also know if there are any kind of writing mistakes. So 101 is called as, take 5 seconds or pause the video. It is 100 plus 1, so 100. Again note that there is no und, which means end, in any numbers which are plus 100. Next question, 121. So this is quite easy. 100 plus 21, which is 100, and 21 is called as 21. So 121 is called as 121. Next question, 556. So please pause the video if you haven't. Go to the solution. It is 500 plus 56. 500 is called as 500 and 56 is called as 56. So 556 is called as 556. 1101. It is called as 1000 plus 100 plus 1. So 1101 is called as 1101. Next, similarly, can you break this down? 1000 plus 900 plus 45. That is written as 3000 neunhundert, und 40. So, the whole word 3945 is called as 3945. Next question. 15,846. Please note again that we put decimal point, which is also called as Punkt. Point is called as Punkt in Deutsch instead of comma. 15,000 plus 800 plus 46. 15,000 is called as zehntausend. 800 is called as achthundert. 46 is called as sechsundvierzig. So the whole number is 15.846. Jahrzahlen. How do we write years in Deutsch or in German? So 1696. We say, when were you born? So if we say that I was born in 1696, we say first two numbers together. Similarly, we write in German 1600 plus 96 and not 1000 plus 600 plus 96. Okay? So 1600 is called as zehnhundert. 96 is siebenhundert. So 1696 is sechshundertsechsundneunzig. Let's take next example. It is 2015. 1000 plus 15. 2000 is called as 2000 and 15 is 15. If you remember from the second video, 15 is 15. So 2015 called as 2015. If you get asked, when were you born? Which means, wann bist du geboren? Noch einmal, wann bist du geboren? Which means, when were you born? How would you reply? You can reply as, ich bin im Jahr 1996 geboren. Oder ich bin 1996 geboren. Which means I was born in the year 1996 or I was born in 1996. That's all for today. Hope you are done with numbers. Please revise this again if you forget it. I would really suggest that you practice it at home. Try these numbers on your own. Okay? Ciao. Cheers.